So welcome back. Gonna change it up a little bit this week. First of all, a simpler image. Second of all, slightly tricky material if you've not worked with them before that I'm using. You don't have to use the same material. Third of all, apparently people don't like the longer videos. I've never seen my videos go like this in terms of viewership. So I might not do the 30 minutes on the Friday. I'm gonna see. I'll let you know when we get to the desk view. I've got my coffee because you know I need my coffee. Our photo this week. Maybe there because the light's better. There is a bit of shadow on the image. 4 carrots. They were homegrown at my dad's and they were put in the pot like this when I put them in, and I was like, oh my gosh, it looks like a little family of carrots. So that's what I wanted to draw them as. So that's our photo. I'm using oil pastels today because 1, the composition is really simple. 2, the amount of colour is quite simple. If you wanted to only stick to 3 again, like we did last week, it would be orange, green, and then like a darker brown. Today's video is going to be the 5-minute drawing session. The whole idea of this challenge is for me to get into the habit of drawing every day and for you to draw too. But I also don't want to do anything detrimental to my channel. So if people are not interested in 30-minute videos, which from the data would look to be so, I don't want to be creating 30-minute videos and putting them on my channel and then seeing the viewers tank, because that will then hurt my channel with the whole YouTube algorithm. Anyway, let's dive into today's video. I have found out my Pentel oil pastels. These are harder. The other ones I have, which I love, this is my warm tint of Neo Pastels, and I've got quite a few oranges in there. These would work because I have the greens. The other thing I found out is a brush and a cotton buds. Those, not necessarily today because I will run out of time, but next session and the session after I'll probably use some Sansador, which is like it dissolves the oil pastel. Very nice background. And then my sketchbook is going to be the Tangelo Pith, which I haven't used yet. I tore a page out for my papers video, which is almost ready, but I actually haven't used this, and I thought because I might take this one to the UK, it would be good to test it with the oil pastels. So grab your supplies. You can do as many colours as you want. Last week we focused on 3. This week I'm just going to go for it. I will probably keep it to just like oranges, greens, and a little bit of brown. I may not even do the dirt. I may, for the longer one, I may create it as like a bed with pillows, so it's more of an illustration. So yeah, grab your supplies and let's get started. So I've got my oil pastels. I think I'm just going to play a little for a few minutes to test out the colours that I've selected and then see how they blend. So I've got the Pentel ones, which are harder. And then we have the Gouache. Oh, these are so much nicer. And then I want to test, let's do the browns as well, because there's like dirt around there. So this is Pentel. I do have that square set, which I think will be great for texture, but realistically we don't have time for that today because this is the short 5-minute one, and then these are the oranges. I did take out the red as well in case I needed to darken areas. So those are the Pentels. That's so nice. Then these are the Neo Pastels and my red. So then what we can do is we can have a go at blending them individually. Blending is great if we want to put a colour pencil detail on top. This, I don't like cotton buds. Let's try the Sansador. Okay. You see how they blend so nicely together? So it's nice for like backgrounds. It will make your page, that's why I picked this sketchbook actually, because it has still gone through. This is thicker paper, but I knew in my talons it would definitely go through. Now I've got duty. There's a rag, hang on. If you saw my Instagram stories this weekend and are wondering about the state of my space now, it's still a disaster, but I did get everything back into the room. So this is like sans odor, meaning odor free, but it does still have a bit of a smell to it. These blend so much nicer, the Gouache than the Pentel, which you would expect. The Pentel ones you can buy for like dirt cheap. So we know that that works. We know we can also blend them with our fingers. Should we do the yellows? So this is the Pentel side in case you get confused, because I sometimes confuse myself. And then I don't have a yellow, so we'll do, I'll need to fix it that way and get an actual yellow. Obviously with the Caran d'Ache Neo Pastels, I've prioritized oranges. So trying to blend, I know the pen towels are really hard to blend together with your finger, and then the Neo Pastels are a lot easier. You don't have to push your hand down as hard. Blah. So those are our materials. Okay, we're going to do 5 minutes. You ready? Steady, go. Orange. I'm going to use the pen towel just to get this in quick. So we've got 4. The tallest one is here. He's back to back with another one. It's a bit wider at the top. I'm using my oil pastel like I'm doing the English way when you drink your cup of tea and your little fingers out. But I'm using it constantly, rolling it to get a jaggedy line. Then there's like a little one here. I'm also trying to look at the photo more than the page in my sketchbook. This one looks like he's turned away and upset. Okay, we've had 1.25 minutes, so I'm going to fill these in with colour, starting on the right. So I'm not actually going to get the blending solution out today because obviously time. So it feels like more people joined in with the 5-minute session last week, which makes sense because I had said about finding 5 minutes in a day was easier than 15 or 30, especially 30. I guess the other thing is it was Mother's Day weekend as well, wasn't it? Which I didn't really pay much attention to. Partly because it's not Mother's Day in the UK. I paid attention to that one. But the one around the world, I don't, you know. Okay, we've got gremlins there. Oh, hang on. Got rid of them. That's so cute. I quite like it already. So then we're going to go in with a bit of what we got, 2 minutes. And so we're over halfway. Some highlights. Which we can't really see because we're putting yellow on top. This is when the soft ones would come in handy. So maybe we won't do that. Maybe we'll get the greens in. It's like they're in bed with crazy hair. I'm going to do this one, it's not in the right angle, but because this one's like turned with his back, he looks quite sad. Because this one looks like he's smiling into this one, and this one is like got his back to this. It's like, this is the mommy, this is the daddy, and this is the really sad one. That's how I see it anyway. So I'm going to use my brown, we'll do a sad face. He looks angry. Maybe these are both sad. Oh. Do we want another bit of brightness here? Because these guys are happy, so let's go with a bit of brighter hair. They're quite sad. Do I have a darker? I've only got this. No, I don't want to use that one. 39 seconds. Should we do some background? Let's give it a space. As if it's in bed. I meant to actually put pillows in, but I did this way bigger than I intended. You got 16 seconds. So on a longer session, I would put the background in first and blend it out. Not the whole way, I'd leave space for the carrots. And then I'd do the carrot detail, I think. Uh-oh, we're out of time. There we go, 5 minutes, friends. I, of course, am going to carry on putting the background in while I talk to you. So that was our first session, 5 minutes. I feel like because it's pastels, oil pastels, I feel like we could actually get, because obviously we're going for like, I'm going for an illustrative feel rather than a reality feel. So I think we don't need the 30-minute session on Friday. I think what we'll do is Wednesday we'll do 10 minutes and Friday we'll do 15. If you disagree with that, let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for the emails. I had another email last night I need to reply to. I need to reply to them all. I got so tied up sorting out the space that I didn't reply to them, but that is next on my list for today before I even edit this video. Or maybe actually I should edit the video and while it's uploading. Okay, I'm waffling. I need to stop waffling. That's quite cute, isn't it? I feel like I probably should have chosen a blue background, but because of the orange, so it was complimentary, but maybe I'll do that on a different one. It's really hard to stop, but I'm going to. Okay, thanks so much for joining me. That's our 5-minute drawing done for the day, Monday. I will see you on Wednesday with the 10 minutes, unless the consensus is 15, but you need to let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Take care.